Ever since the Thunder Hollow Demolition Derby cars debuted in 2017's Cars 3, it seems like they've been a huge part of the diecast mainline. And that's because they have been. You know, they've been released a lot. And they actually wrapped up all of the Thunder Hollow cars. They released every single one of them in 2018. So just a year after, within a year after the film, they had them all done and made as diecast. But yeah, we're still waiting to get pities for the World Grand Prix, and you know, we're still waiting to get all the race fans. There's a lot of series they still have yet to finish up. But yet they've done this one rather quickly. And since they've been released so often, it seems like there's a good number of them every single year that become monster peg warmers. And it seems like every single year we get a new one. In 2021, we had Jambalaya Chimichanga, which is everywhere, all the time, in every single store. There was at least 10 of them. And just last year in 2022, we had Liability, who's way up there in the distance. You know, she was a monster peg warmer as well. And it seems like this year, 2023, we have yet another one. This one's actually not a bad one, though. This is Tailgate, and that's who we're going to be taking a look at today. So welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. This is actually the Thailand-made variant of Tailgate, which I don't have unboxed yet, and I wasn't really planning on unboxing it and doing a review, but I don't know, I just felt like she looked quite a bit different from her old Chinese-made counterpart. I don't know if she looks better, worse, I don't know, I guess we'll have to see. I'm just noticing a few differences, and I wanted to review her. And since, like I said, like she's kind of becoming a peg warmer now, we're already into April now, so it seems like, you know, a good car to open up. It's definitely not worth keeping in the package. This one is not really on good card anyways, it's got quite a bit of creases. But I did just find her. This was from a couple weeks ago I found this one. And this is my first 2023 car, so I wasn't really going to open it, but I thought why not. I'm sure I'll find more. I'd like to get one to keep in the package just to hang on the wall over there for the background of the videos. So yeah, hopefully I'm able to do that. I don't think it'll be very hard. This one's not a great card like I said, but nice big artwork there for Tailgate. She has been released many times before. Not that many, I suppose, but obviously first debuted in 2017 in the Cars 3 mainline. And then I believe she had a release maybe in a couple 2-packs. I believe as a single in 2018, 2019. And then I don't think she skipped out on the next 3 years, and then here she is in 2023. But it seems like she's been in a lot of cases so far, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how she sells. I don't think she'll sell all that great, to be honest, but anyways, as seen in Cars 3, I haven't been to many stores lately, so I can't say for sure, but from what I've heard, she's quite the peg warmer. But look at this amazing card back, though. Look at all the great cars on there. I really can't believe, if you would have shown me this card back probably just a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have believed that this is the actual main line. This is just insane. We have Jet Robinson. I mean, he's not even one of the greatest cars back here, but it's still nice to see him back. Not a new variant to the year, though, but nice to see. I'm glad they're releasing a lot of Heyday racers this year in 2023. Rich Mixon. I really can't believe he's back. That is just mind-boggling to me. Last year we had Damage the King, Spin Out McQueen, Flipped Over. I was trying to think of who else, but 3 very notable rare releases before. Willy Nilly in the main line, just as singles. They're all kind of rare too. They're all around $30 now in the package. So I'm sure this guy will definitely be the same. And he actually is a new variant. He has a really cool metallic look to him now. So hopefully I'm able to get him. I don't even have the original one, so that'll be nice to get him eventually if I'm able to. I'm sure people will scoop him up though if they see him on the pegs. Then we have Pushover. Again, nice to see. We haven't seen him yet though on his packaging, so who really knows? He may be canceled. Because if he was in Case A, which was canceled, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried he may not get released this year. Unless he's reissued in a later case. But even so, he probably will have different packaging, so who knows? It might end up being a canceled one to have on like this version of Red Riders. But then we have a couple boring ones here. Not boring, just a little bit more mellow, I suppose. Dirt Track Fabulous Hudson Hornet, Paul Conrev, who was released last year, and Ryan and Silani, who, he's not a new variant, but he is a different variant. It's not the plastic eye plate one. And then we have Fair Game, of course. Like I was talking about earlier, one of the rarest Demoderby cards you could possibly get. It's just mind-boggling that they've actually released this guy, and Rich Mixon as well, in the main line. Wow. Hopefully I'm able to get him as well, but who knows? I'm sure, like I said, it'll be hard to find him on the pegs. But without any further ado, this one looks pretty good. I believe Tailgate was in pretty much every case this year. Probably 2 in some of the cases. I don't know exactly what case, but I think she debuted in case B. And probably C, and I think we're on F right now, or G. So yeah, she's definitely pretty easy to come by this year. But here's her Chinese version. We'll compare them later. Without any further ado though, let's get her all opened up. Well, here is Tailgate, and she does look, well, not as different as I thought, but a little bit different from the original Chinese one. You can see back there. Her expression, I think, is probably the main difference between the two. Obviously, she has a plastic eye plate now. But yeah, this is a really cool car in general. Number 88 has quite a few little sponsors there. Greasy Grill, the Greasy Grill Barbecue. Cool. I always love these Thunder Hollow sponsors because they're not really official logos or anything. You know, it's just spray painted on. But it looks like Tailgate's only sponsoring one, the Greasy Grill. Yep, that's the only one. Usually, some of them have, like some of these Demoderby cars might have a few different sponsors, and some of them don't even have any. So, it's always kind of random, so you never really know what you're going to get. Like Sigilart, for example. I don't think he has anything on him, just says some cool decals and stuff like that. Of course, Miss Fritter, she doesn't really sponsor anything. She's kind of like a big name, though, I suppose, in Thunder Hollow, so she doesn't really need to. But yeah, let's take a closer look here, zoom them in, and see what, or she, not he, sorry. I always get confused. There's a lot of female Demoderby cars, and I always think they're males, mostly because of how Mattel makes the expression. Like on the artwork, you can clearly see the eyelash design, which most female cars have, but Tailgate does not have that on the diecast, so a little confusing there. Not really completely accurate, Mattel. Like I said, she now has a plastic eye plate, though. Looks like purple eyes. I think it's kind of like a grayish blue. They almost look purple to me, though. Unfortunate that they added the plastic eye plate, especially because, actually, no, I guess they still emboss the eyes. They come off there a little bit, maybe. I don't know, they look pretty flat, actually. Never mind. But it doesn't match perfectly, especially because, you know, Tailgate has a matte finish, which is really nice. You can actually feel it. It feels like very rough. I feel like the pink on the eye plate doesn't really match perfectly. So it's kind of unfortunate there, but they do that with a lot of Thailand cars. Not usually on these Demoderby cars, though, so that kind of does surprise me, I must say. Also, she has plastic inserted windows, which I find kind of weird. Now, the Chinese variant had that too. Not the back window, though. I don't know, I just feel like on a Demoderby car, I almost wonder if they should have window inserts. Because it just kind of takes away from the matte finish, I feel like, a little bit. Some of them do, like Sigilart doesn't. Pushover doesn't. Looks like APB does. So it's just kind of random which ones have it, which ones don't. I'm going to say I prefer it without the plastic inserts. Anyways, a nice expression, though. Doesn't really match, I feel like, Tailgate's character all that well. But it's not horrible. She was kind of like shocked, almost. Kind of cool. Now, I don't really know if she wasn't all dented up and everything. I couldn't really tell you what kind of model this is. I feel like we've never seen it before. Looks a little bit similar to maybe Doug Crankle from Cars on the Road. But I think Airborne's actually the same model as him. I don't know, though. I can't really recall seeing a model like this. It's almost like a more like low version of Snot Rod, like a more spread out version. Because it kind of goes up in the back. Very cool, though. I like her tires a lot. How it's got, like, one side black, one side white. Reminds me a lot of Cruella de Vil. Looks kind of cool there. And obviously she's pink, so we don't see a lot of pink Demoderby cars all that often. There's a lot of white and black and blue, and a lot of orange, actually, and green. Not a lot of pink and white, so very nice. Looks like she got a couple of, like, little white lines here. Kind of go off to the side. That's the thing about these paint jobs on these cars. They're not like normal cars, like they're not proportioned right or anything, so each side is always different. It's always, you know, it makes it actually funner to review because no side is really the exact same. I love how it's painted on there, though. It's like it's not even a sticker logo, like it just looks like it was just painted on. I'm assuming by a pity because I don't know how cars would be able to paint. Then again, Henry Motisi does it in Cars 2, so I guess you can. She's even got some red on the side. Very nice there. Really cool combination of colors here. Just a lot of pink and white, but then a little bit of red on the side, a little bit of black. Number 88. The 88 really stands out though. Perfect for Valentine's Day as well, which was not all that long ago. She has those kind of like Valentine type of colors, the pink and white, and the red. But she really does look like she's just thrown together. Like, look at all the metal bars in the window there. Got some straps, so that this window doesn't cave in and break. Number 88 on top. Very nice. There's the Greasy Grill Barbecue again. Big old dent on the bottom there. Right on her trunk. That's the bad one. And a nice logo, a nice little decal on the back says "Bring the Pain." So a lot of these cars, these Demoderby cars, have cool little slogans. I like each one's different. Some of them are really like correlated to their car, but this one not as much. It's just a cool slogan, "Bring the Pain." I guess she likes the pain of getting hit all the time and crunched up with other Demoderby cars. I don't know how. That wouldn't feel that great. I don't know if cars have feeling. They are made of metal, but I'm sure it would still hurt. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the base. Of course, R38A is the date stamp. Made in Thailand. Nice detailed base though. Not like on Eldorado, who we reviewed the other day. I don't know why it had 2 gaping holes in the base. Pushover does not. So that's good. And that was pretty weird. I don't know why he had that. But yeah, I guess the only complaints I have, probably the plastic eye plate. And honestly, the plastic windows don't really look good either. They don't really look, like they're so far in, it just doesn't really look good on this type of car. I think they look great on a next gen. And then sometimes, a lot of times, Thailand doesn't even put them on next gens. They're completely unibodies, so I don't know really what they're doing here. Why they put it on some, not others. Same with the plastic eye blades. They put it on some, not others. They don't really have a good reason for it either. Now, one thing that's cool about Tailgate, though, she does have this nice little, like, air intake here. Once again, kind of like Snot Rod. Definitely not as extreme as Snot Rod, though. I wouldn't say that's her engine. Technically, that's supposed to be a hole there, like a black hole in the middle. They didn't put that on the diecast, of course, which is understandable. She doesn't really have any headlights, though. They don't work, at least. They're all just pink. Very nice. Nice paint, though. I love these metallic, or not metallic, but I love these matte finishes that these Thunder Hollow cars have. And not all of them had it in the original. Like, my original Tailgate from China does have that, but some of them don't. Like, Taco doesn't have that. There's a number of other ones, even this Fritter. Alright, well, here is the Chinese-made variant of Tailgate here on the left. And, I don't know, I'm not really seeing many differences here. The biggest difference is probably the expression. Maybe a little bit in the height, but I don't know if it was intentional or not. Probably just, like, the wheels, maybe, I don't know, making it look higher. Or the expression even making it look taller, but I don't know if it really is or not. Obviously, this one has a plastic eye plate, like I was saying. So it looks a little more alive with the expression, but the eyes are definitely lowered. This eye, like this whole white part here, just not really applied very good on mine. I don't know, it looks like it's kind of, doesn't really fit on there perfectly, but I don't know. Not horrible, I suppose. I think I might have to prefer the Thailand one, surprisingly. Even though I don't like how the pink looks on that eye plate. The side, all the decals are really the exact same, though. Not really any noticeable differences there. I can see, at least. Here's another difference back here, though, just a bit darker with the paint. The back window seems to be like a darker gray, rather than that lighter gray there. Almost white, actually. That's probably one of the biggest differences, and I wouldn't say that's different enough to buy. They have a new variant, because there are a lot of Thailand variants that are definitely worthy of picking up, because they just look so different, it almost looks like a different car. Like we talked about a few days ago, Eldorado is insanely different from a Chinese one. Is it worth buying? Probably not, because it doesn't look very good. But this Fritter, that's a huge upgrade from the Chinese one. So yeah, there's definitely some Thailand variants that are better than their original Chinese counterparts. This one, I don't know, it's just kind of okay. Doesn't look all that different, but it doesn't really look any worse than the original one, at least in my opinion. But I do have a few other Demoderby cars here to show you guys. We have Siglert. There's definitely one that's due for a re-release. It's been a while since we've had him. I don't even know the last time. It's probably since 2017 he's got re-released. Actually, no, he's never been re-released, now that I think of it. Because that was obviously when he debuted in 2017. I like this one though. He almost looks like a Captain America type car. So I hope he does get released again one day. Who knows when though. Here we have Pushover, who, like I said, is due for release this year in 2023, but we're still not really sure when. He's been on the back of the packaging for a while, and we still haven't seen him. I don't think we've seen him at least. Maybe we have. Pretty sure we haven't, though. He's a cool one, though. So, he's been released from Thailand before, unlike Siglert, so not a huge deal, but he's always been rare every time he's been released. Here we have APB, the police car Demoderby racer. Always a cool one, but he was, or she, I think, was actually released in 2022. So she doesn't have to come back. I don't care too much about APB. That was actually a nice Thailand upgraded variant, brand new expression, and didn't look bad either. So we have quite the family of Demoderby cars. I actually have almost all of them. I think I just need Patty, Fair Game, obviously, and that might be it. I don't know. Can't think of any of the other ones. Here's one of the rarest ones, so I already have this one. I don't have to worry about that. High Impact. Goes for, I think it goes for around $120 just as a single, not even in the packaging, so really happy to have this one. It's very rare. All of these are females, except for maybe Siglert. I'm not sure about him or her. And Pushover, I know that's a male, but a lot of these Demoderby cars are females, which I find a little interesting that they would make them all females. Not all, but quite a number of them. We can't even fit them all on screen here. Maybe I brought too many. But here's Blind Spot. Another one of my favorites. Almost like a, I guess she's a station wagon. I always thought of her as an SUV. But no, she's a station wagon, kind of like Bill. And Griswold. Cars on the road. There's a lot of cool ones though, for sure. Demoderby cars, some of my favorite cars to collect. Unfortunately, I'm getting low on new ones. I have almost all of them, which is a good thing, I guess. And I brought in all the bigger scaled ones, all the deluxes, but I guess there's no reason to show them. Miss Fritter, Dr. Damage, and RV, of course, who RV's 2022 release has actually become very rare. So it's actually been in the background of my videos back there, as you can see. So very happy to have that one, of course, as well. But anyways, I think that's going to have to be it for our little review of Tailgate. Not a crazy, unique variant, not all that different from the original, but still kind of nice to have out of the package. You know, always nice to get a new variant. Either way, though, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time on the Cars Garage.